All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Laura Canfield Show, the Awaken Happiness Now Global Series. Thank you so much for being here with us today. And my good friend Amy Flynn is back with us with the collective. And today we're going to talk about, what the collective is looking at when it comes to what comes after chaos, right? We've been through a lot of chaos lately. So the collective is going to be looking at what comes after the chaos, and is 2022, the year of higher reorganization, what that means. And so part of what we're going to talk about and learn about today is we're going to learn where the current chaos is taking the earth. We're going to talk about discovering the importance of chaos in creation and how you can harness its power and energy in your own creations. And your questions are going to be answered by the collective, along with clearing of the underlying unsupported beliefs and activation of the energy of the solution. So everyone listening will receive both the clearing and activation. We're going to be receiving a continual infusion of high vibration crystalline rainbow starlight frequencies throughout the session, with activation of your rainbow light body. We're going to receive activation of special receptors within you to be aligned with the highest dimensional frequencies available now. And we're going to travel on a magnificent altered state guided meditative journey with the collective into the evolution of the cosmos. So you will clearly see how all organization always arises out of chaos. All that and so much more. The collective is going to be sharing with us about, what's coming up next year in 2022 and more. So I'm excited because, we're all wondering what is the next year going to bring. So Amy, welcome back to the show. Glad you're here. And for those of you who don't know Amy, or it's the first time for you meeting Amy, she is a channeler of the collective. She's a facilitator of divine connection and transformation, a multidimensional energy healer, and multisensory intuitive. She's been on our show since, I think, like way at the beginning. Amy is a source guided intuitive, and a spiritual teacher, energy transmitter, a healer, a medical intuitive, a source voice channel, and money Reiki grandmaster. And she is guided by her lifelong, clear, strong connection with source and her powerful abilities to clear, restructure, and balance energies. So we're going to talk to Amy, and we're going to talk to the collective and see where we go from here. So Amy, welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much, Alara. Hi, everybody. I'm happy to be here, and I'm not going to be staying. So the collective are going to be taking over. And you're not going to be talking to me very much because they're the ones that have all the answers and all the information, and I honestly don't know what they're going to say. So, I'll tell you, for anybody who wants to do channeling, it does take a lot of courage in the beginning. You get nervous because you don't know what's going to come out of your mouth, and you just have to relax and trust. And then, so I'm used to it now, but I'll never forget the first time. It was very interesting. I kept trying to monitor what was going to come out, and it didn't work so well. Anyway, so I'm going to bring the collective in, and we're going to try and keep them to an hour and a half. So Alara's going to be checking on the time for them and everything because they can't tell time.
I will try. Yeah. We'll tell them, and then we'll try.
Yeah, well, just it's not good. It won't be hard. Just look at a clock and let them know, how much time is left or how much time they used. One or the other. So they will understand that. If you just tell them a time, they won't understand that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm going to just relax for a moment and let them come through. So hang on.
Awesome. Thank you. It's always interesting when the collective come on and share. The energy is always high vibe, so please do have some water handy so you can continue to drink water as they're speaking. And of course, there's going to be a guided process, meditation, a journey, which is always so much fun.
Okay, I can't bring them through if you're talking because I'm listening to you.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So hold on. Don't talk for a minute, okay? No, well, okay, we're here.
Awesome. I was going to say, it's like, yeah, silence, dead noise on the air is not always a good thing. But yay, glad you're here.
So we were a little stuck. So Amy was not letting us in. So, well, she was, but she wasn't. So we're here now, and all is
Awesome.
good. And
Awesome.
yes, so yes, we can see everybody, and we are going to get all of our rainbow frequencies flowing for you. So wait a moment, we will activate them. They're going to be there. These are the beautiful crystalline rainbow starlight frequencies. They're very, very high dimension, and they do sometimes make you lightheaded, so do drink some water. We heard Alara say that before, so we're going to activate them now. Yeah, here they are. These frequencies are beautiful, very powerful, but very light, and they're in the background, so you don't feel like energy is coming to you. You just feel uplifted. You feel good. And these frequencies activate your rainbow light body. So that is also happening as you receive these frequencies and as they flow all throughout the call. So we are going to talk today about chaos. We love to speak about chaos, and it is one of our favorite subjects. And it should be your favorite subject, too, because chaos always means good things. The only thing that is strange about chaos is that human beings really don't like the unknown, and they don't like change. So when things get chaotic, there's a lot of unknown happening, and there's a lot of change happening because that's the nature of chaos. And you don't know when it's like when you have all these nice balls, and they're organized, we'll say blocks because they stay still better. You got all these blocks organized on the floor, and they're all nice and put together, and they're standing up, and you made a shape with them, and they look lovely. And then someone comes and kicks your blocks all up in the air, and they're flying through the air. Now imagine this is happening now in slow motion. All your blocks are flying through the air. You don't know where they're going to land, and you have this look on your face like, oh, a horrified look because you had everything was organized so perfectly, and you had worked very hard, to get them just right. And now they're just flying through the air all over the place, not even in the same place. You don't know where they're going to land. You're running around trying to catch them. And finally, they all fall on the floor, and they're not organized. And you rush around trying to get them back together. Well, that's kind of what human beings are like when things get chaotic. When energy gets chaotic, human beings begin to run around like chickens with their heads cut off, not knowing what's going on, not knowing where they are, trying to get things organized so that they can understand it, and it is okay with them because it's not okay when things are disorganized. So chaos is disorganization, and that's why it's so wonderful, because when things evolve, when things become more, they have to be everything. Well, we will have you picture this. You have your blocks on the floor. Everything is nice. You feel good. You know that you can go through your day very happy because your blocks are organized and they look nice and they are making a nice shape, and you are very happy. And then your blocks get kicked in the air, and then you finally manage to gather them all up from all the places that they landed, and you're frantically trying to put them back into some kind of shape. Well, what you're doing is reorganization, and what you're putting them back into, you might decide, well, I'm going to do something different. Look at that. When I put this over here, this makes a whole new shape, and I like that. And this looks better than the original shape. So I'm actually thankful that that person came along and kicked my blocks in the air, because now I have the opportunity to put them back in a better way. So we know that you're not following this. So we will try another way. Chaos is disorganization, as we explained. When things are nice and everything's going well, it's organized. It's just so. When things are not going well, when things are coming at you from left and right, when you don't know what's going on, when the energy feels bumpy, it's chaotic. Chaos is the important step that you have to go through from one state of organization to the next state of organization. Now, when we say state of organization, another way we could put it is level or dimension. We know human beings like to speak with the word dimension. They like dimension. So if you want to move from one dimension, say third dimension, to the higher dimension, say fifth dimension, you have to go through chaos in between. You can experience moments of fifth dimensional energy and experience, but in order to reside there, you have to go through chaos. It's the link. And why it's the link is because everything, all energy is organized. States of disorganized energy are temporary, and they're a bridge between states of organized energy. And when energy is organized, things are organized, the blocks are all together nice and neat. When they're disorganized, they're flying through the air, and they can come back together in any way. And what happens is, because evolution is always evolving to more, everything is always becoming more. It's becoming more complex. It's becoming, well, we don't like the word bigger, though you use the word bigger, and you don't use the word better, so we could use the words better, bigger and better, though they're not accurate. We just want you to know that. And we prefer the word more, though we understand that that doesn't explain that much to you. So everything will always move to the state of more. We do like that word. And to get to that state of more from the current state, you have to undo the current state of organization. And that undoing brings you into a state of chaos. Chaotic periods can be long or they can be short. What decides how long or short they are is the amount of resistance that is around them to their reorganization. So we will say that another way. You know that resistance causes persistence. So you know that if something is happening, you don't like it, or someone says something and you don't like it, the more you resist and push against it, the more the energy of that thing stays present for you. It's like you're pushing against something and it pushes back. When you allow it to just be and you allow it to just flow with its energy, you just step out of its way and it flows on with its energy and it gets done. So when you do push back against something, it will stay around for a lot longer. Maybe as long as you're pushing back against it. So when you allow something to flow, it will move past and on, and then the new organization can show up. So when we say organization, we mean that the energy is going to reorganize, as energy always does, into a new higher state of organization. And we explained it will always be a higher state of an organization, not a lower state of organization, because things always are moving in the direction of more. Well, we shouldn't use the word things, energy, because everything is energy. Things that you think are solid are energy too. So energy is the correct word to use. So we think now we have adequately confused you. And now we can go on. We know some of you are getting this, and some of you are just confused by our wonderful examples. So that's okay, because things will become clear for you in a little bit. And it's okay to be confused, because confusion is a chaotic state of energy. So you went from thinking you understood everything and knew what was going on into a chaotic state where you're confused. So now your, quote, understanding or overview of what's going on can come together at a higher level. See how that works? Almost magically. Anyway, we don't make mistakes. And so we're looking at what's going on in your world today and looking at the planet, there is a lot of chaotic energy. There's a lot of people trying to push one way and a lot of people trying to pull another way and a lot of other people trying to do their own thing and more people over there doing their own thing. And the energy that's being put out is very chaotic. If you notice, even the people that are supposedly knowing what's going on don't even know what's going on. They keep saying one thing one day and something else the next day, and so they're trying very hard because they're human beings and they don't like chaotic energy any more than you do. So they're deciding, well, we have to contain this chaotic energy. So what they're trying to do is exert control. The interesting thing that they don't know is that exerting control does not contain chaos. The chaos is bigger than the control that anyone on this planet can exert. The chaos is going to have its way. So they might as well just let the chaos happen and get over with. That's not the state that the world, the earth is in right now. The earth is in with everybody trying to organize this chaos. And that organization is making life uncomfortable for a lot of you as they try to enforce some kind of control and organization on a chaotic moment. So what people do then is they resist, they push back, and they try to organize the chaos in their own way. Now, with all these different groups trying to organize the chaos, you end up actually with more chaos. So it really is not accomplishing what you were hoping it would accomplish. We promise you, because things always work the same way in energy, that the chaos will resolve into a higher state of organized energy. That's what we call organization. Okay? So your chaotic energy will resolve into higher organized energy. When this is going to happen, there is no set time that it's going to happen. There's no rule that says, well, chaos lasts for 10 years and then it's over and we're all reorganized at a much higher level. Nope. And it doesn't even have to happen all at once. So imagine, so you have your earth, and you have, all the people all over the earth and all the plants and all the earth itself and all that. The whole earth and all her inhabitants don't have to all settle down into a higher state of energy all at one time. One part can settle down and become organized in a higher state of energy and organization, whereas another part can still be going through the chaotic states. So it's a very interesting thing, but the most important thing that we want you to know is that chaos is the most exciting part of creation, because without the taking apart, without the coming apart, you cannot have something new and better. So it's like the chaos. You probably everybody here has been on a roller coaster or at least seen people go on a roller coaster. You know that the most boring part is when you're going on the flat part and everything's smooth and everything's, fairly easy and it's just going to be that way. And even when you go slightly uphill and, it's smooth, that is the state where the energy is all organized. It's predictable, you know how it feels, you know what it's going to do. And then all of a sudden, you start going up a giant hill. Well, here you don't exactly know, that's a new feeling, but you do know that something really maybe scary and even disastrous could be on the other side of this hill. So as you're going up, you're getting a little more tense. You're entering into the chaotic state as you go up the hill. And as you come over and crest the hill and start down this really steep hill really fast, all the energy is just all over the place. It's chaotic. It's all over the place. You don't know where you're going to be. You know you're going down, but you don't know what it's going to feel like till you're there, and you just have that sense of everything all over the place. People are reacting in all different ways. What's happening is you're going through the chaotic phase. Then you get to the bottom and you land, and it's flat and it's smooth again. and it's okay, and it's all calm. Everybody knows the best part of the roller coaster are the big downs. If there weren't the big downs, you wouldn't be going on a roller coaster because it wouldn't be fun. Well, that's like chaos. If you were to look from overview, from where we are, you would see that the chaotic phases are the best phases. This is where all the fun can be. This is where creation is happening. Because when things are chaotic, creative beings think, well, how can we get this back into an organized state? What can we do with all this crazy energy? How can we bring it back together? And all these ideas are flowing, and all this creative energy is flowing as you and other humans are trying to figure out, what can we do? This doesn't feel very good. We don't like this. What can we do? And your creative juices are flowing. When everything is smooth and it feels so good, your creative juices are not flowing like this. You are enjoying what is, or you're just relaxing so much, you're really snoozing and not creating. So this is the moment when the energy is all over. The energy is not in any set place for you to create something big and bold and new. We're serious. It's like those blocks in the air. When you had your pile sitting there, you had your pile of blocks so neat, you weren't going to mess them up. You liked that. They looked so good. You'd walk by them every day, proud of that nice pile of blocks, and you'd look at it and say, oh, it looks so nice, and then you wouldn't touch it. But when someone came along and kicked them in the air and messed up your niceness, you began to run around frantically gathering them up and then trying to restore the order. As you're restoring the order, you don't remember exactly what you had. You've evolved as a being since when you first put that pile together into that nice structure. And so you create and come up with new ideas and new ways of doing it. And you create something that is more advanced than the original structure. But you would never have done that if the chaos didn't happen. So chaos stops or gets rid of complacency and gets you active as a creative being. It lights the fire under your rear end, so to speak, as a creative being. And this is when you shine. You are a creative being, and you shine when you are being creative. When you're being complacent and admiring work that you did in the past, you're not being complacent. Or you're being complacent. You're not shining. Your shine is dull. So here you are, living through some major chaos. And this chaos is bridging the energetic organization from one dimension, one-dimensional expression, to another dimensional expression. We also use the word energetic organization for a dimension. You like to call them dimensions, and we understand that. So we want you to understand that the word dimension to describe energy and energetic organization is really inaccurate, but we will use it because you understand it. Now, because you're in this state where everything is unknown, it's chaotic, and you don't feel comfortable. This is brilliant because it's your opportunity. It's your opportunity to get creative. It's your opportunity to look at how you want things to be, where you want to put the blocks back together, how you want to make it better than it was. Because as a creative being and energy, which you are, you always are becoming more. And your desire and your drive is always to become more and express more. We hope this is making sense for you. So we want you to realize that the opportunity, the moment that you are living through, is such an exciting moment because at this time, you and the earth are moving from one, we will use your word, dimensional expression to the next, to a higher dimensional expression. Energetically, a dimensional expression is an organization of energy, how energy is organized in that particular vibration. So the vibration is different in another dimension. We will say it's a higher, faster vibration, and therefore the energy will be organized differently. Right now you're in the bridge, and the bridge is always chaos. So that's why chaos is exciting. Now, we also talked about, we didn't talk. We told Amy that we were going to speak about what is coming for 2022. Is 2022 the year of higher reorganization? Now that we explained what we explained, you may understand when we say higher reorganization, we are talking about the higher, more advanced state that the energy, or the blocks in our example, are now reorganized into. So there you are, gathering your blocks that were kicked into the air up, pulling them all together and putting them and stacking them back into an organized manner. But you're putting them into a more advanced organization, state of organization than they were originally. In energy, that's referred to as a higher state of organization. So when we use the word reorganization, we are inferring that everything was organized before, smooth, things did not feel chaotic, things you knew, things were more predictable. That's organization, and now they came apart. You're in that phase, and they're going to come together in this new state of reorganization. So that's what all those words that we used in our topic title mean. So your opportunity with what is you get to influence the state of reorganization. You get to influence that with your energy, with your focus, and perhaps your actions. Not everybody will influence things with their actions, because not everybody can put the pile of blocks into a new sculpture. We don't need that many hands doing that, but we need everybody's energy and focus. And so this is your opportunity to, you're here on the earth now. You're living now. You can influence what the next, what you call the future. And the way you think of the future is a little inaccurate, but we will use your terms so you know what we're speaking about. So you influence what's coming next, or what you call the future. You can do that now because things are disorganized. This is when the power is. Really, it is, because there is no organization. Things are all over the place, and everybody's trying to get the blocks back together. You can influence how the blocks come back together, and that is very exciting. So you're beginning to see why chaotic periods are exciting? Normally, you are in an organized time. Things are organized. Energy is organized. You know what it is. You know it's predictable. You know if you do a particular thing, a particular result is going to show up. Things are. They already are organized. You really don't have an opportunity, a really big opportunity to influence things that much. When they are not organized, and there isn't so much predictability. Things may not be predictable at all. When you do something, what happens next? You have a massive opportunity to influence, and to influence how things are going to show up, or in your language, how things are going to become. So this is exciting. This is when you can shine. This is when you can use your power. Now we want to add, this translates to all expressions of source. That means all levels. That translates to your life. It translates to your body. It translates to your life. It translates to your home, your physical abode that you live in. It translates to your vehicles. It translates to your animals. It translates to everything. So if you look honestly at everything that's going on, you may notice that a lot of these things are going through chaotic experiences right now. Maybe big chaotic experiences, they may be smaller chaotic experiences, but they're going through energetic experiences. And you, being the common factor, because you're observing it all, get to influence the next state of expression for all of these things. It's a wonderful experience. It's a wonderful opportunity for you to really see your creative power at work. No small things here. No small things. You are actually influencing the state of organization, the new energetic state of organization for the planet. And the planet, obviously, if you look at her, she is going through her own states of chaos. She is showing you lots of volcanic eruptions as she is, her energy is being chaotic too. And this is what we want you to understand. You have a phrase, as above, so below, but there's so many different layers there. There's so many different layers. There's a word for it that we are not able to get right now from Amy. And when we get it, we will tell you it, and it will make sense. And everything is like a little reflection of the larger, and then that's a reflection of the larger than that. So you have many, many, many states of chaos and chaotic layers of chaotic energy happening all together, and you can play in them all. So if we understand that it doesn't feel good and that it can be scary when the energy is chaotic because human beings are very, very conditioned from the moment they get here to like states of order. And that's why human beings so readily accept order being imposed upon them, even if they're not super happy with how it is, but they like it because it's more comfortable than the unknown chaotic state. Well, we want you to, instead of thinking about order or how you liked it before, we want you to get your hands dirty energetically and get in there with this chaotic energy and start taking it and shifting it. You can shift it with your mind, with your focus. You have a very, very powerful focus, and energy does not need physical movement. You can focus powerfully how you want this energy to come back together. What is it that you want to experience living? What is it that you want to see in the world? How do you want to see the world? What do you want it to look like? How do you want other human beings to be treated and interact with one another? This is your opportunity to influence this. And when other people, other humans are trying to impose their ideas of organization upon you, if you don't like that, create your own state of organization, your own way of bringing the energy back into an organized state. Remember, energy will always come back into an organized state, and it will always be a higher expression, more advanced than the state it was in before. So that means you can never go back, if you want to look at it as you're in life, you can never go back to living the way they lived in the 1950s. That's not going to happen. People always say, oh, it was a simpler time. It was a simpler time. It was a simpler organization of energy, a simpler or energetic expression. You're not there anymore. Your many, many, many energy is away from that. And you cannot go back to that. You can only go forward into more advanced and more complex energy organization. So we just want you to get that, because we know human beings like to be nostalgic and they like to want to go back to something like a time when they thought it was good. That's a waste of your energy. It's a waste of your focus. It's a waste of your energy, because it's not going to happen. And you aren't creating with your power where you can actually make things happen. So we don't know if we have totally confused you with, with our conversation.
No, I think we're good. I think we're good. I just wanted to let you know that we have some questions from people. People have their hands raised.
Good.
And they have
We were
questions.
just thinking about questions. We were just going to say that. So yes, we would love questions, because we know the questions always bring further illumination. So yes, let's start with some questions. That's a beautiful idea.
All right. So Sarah, would you have your hand raised, Sarah? Do you want to ask live? There you go. Hello.
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 Hello. I was told by a friend who in the 70s had started having visions of this time and was told this was his life work. And then he kind of handed it over to me and left the planet to work on the other side. So I have been counseling. I don't unfortunately get paid for it, because it always seems to just pop up in a human moment. But
explain about that. You don't need to worry about that. When you start worrying about whether you're going to be paid for something or not going to be paid for something, you dilute your focus and your energy.
Well,
so go on with your explanation.
Okay, but I also need to pay my rent, and I do a lot of it.
We understand. I'll explain to you how that works.
So I've been put in this position by so many who are confused and anxious, and I will reassure them, because my dear friend, the Kabbalist, handed his vision over to me after all the upheaval, where there is a world of peace. And I've looked at the Hindu projections and the Hebrew projections, and it seems to all be there. So I am wondering what my task is to do, because people have suggested I do a blog and publish my book, and I just seem to be so reticent, and I don't know why. So I'm wondering what I'm supposed to be doing, if you have more insight into that, and if you can give me any help.
There are some things. First, we want you to know that there's no supposed to do. When you keep thinking that there's something you're supposed to do, you are searching for a crumb on the floor, and you're missing the whole rest of the floor. You're missing all of the other opportunities for you to express yourself and for you to move energy and you to shift things and influence things, because you're looking for just that one thing. Even though you don't know how it's going to look, which makes it even harder to find, you are just missing so much. So we want to tell you that there is never any one thing that is pre-decided that you have to do. Well, we don't want you to have to. That is you're supposed to do. It just doesn't work that way. You are a creative, energetic being, and you are here to play with all the energy. And when you are playing with all of the energy, you will naturally find that you tend to be moving, or you tend to be better with doing particular things than others. And you also naturally find that you enjoy doing these things and that you can really have the most influence doing those things. It's just a natural flow. It's a natural evolutionary process. But when you try too hard to figure out what those things are, you actually are creating a state. We're trying to find another word for state. You're creating a situation in which you are really stuck and you don't do anything. And we think that's similar to where you are. You're feeling stuck, you don't know, and you also may be feeling a little overwhelmed with this vision that was left to you. We want to let you know that your friend's vision is accurate. What he did is he understood on a very deep level. He might not have understood it through energetics language, what happens. And he understood that things are always evolving, and moving towards higher states of organization. And peace is a very high state of organization. Love is a very high state of organization. Joy is the highest state of organization. People always think it's love. It's not. It's joy. And what he was communicating about that is he was communicating in your human language, using examples, human examples of what this higher state of organized energy might look like. And so you are, and then he decided to leave the planet right in the middle of all the chaos and leave you with the wonderful, fun job of influencing this chaotic energy so that it comes together in a higher state of reorganization.
Now, let me
yes.
just ask you a question then. I have been waiting for things. I was told someone will come and help with the book. So I have been waiting in you know, my smaller sphere. I'm constantly doing big healings in the morning and advising friends on all kinds of things, from diet to, you know, listen to this 528 music. I'm doing that constantly and I'm fairly content, but I'm playing on a very small stage. And can I just wait for the
energetic? You are playing on a huge stage.
Okay.
We want you to do that.
All right.
Energetically, your stage is unlimited. You are unlimited, and unlimited possibility is there right in front of you. That's what you're working with. Unlimited possibility is the clay of the universe, and you are a sculptor. So all of the feelings that you have, everything that you just said, that is your human mind saying it's not enough. I'm not enough. I don't have enough things lined up in a row. It's not enough. I can't do this yet. That is BS. That is truly not true. That is what your mind does in its state of discomfort. It's discomfort in a state of chaos. Because the mind likes everything very organized, and it likes everything very predictable, and things are not. And when you're creating, we want to let you know that even if you're creating in a calm, peaceful, organized time, when the act of creation has to create chaos itself to birth something new. So it's never calm, and your mind is always uncomfortable. You need to distinguish between you, the powerful being, the powerful creator, and your mind. And talk to your mind and just tell it that you have everything under control.
Okay.
We also want to point out that your vibration is low. And in order to create wonderful things and to create in flow, which is what you want to be in flow. You don't have to know what's going to happen when you're in flow. You don't have to know what it's going to look like when you're in flow, but you want to get into that flow and let that creative juices flow. You actually say that, flow. You let the creative juices flow. And why you want to be in the flow is because the mind then calms down. It kind of takes a back seat. You transcend its chatter, and you just are magically, it's like magic happens. And that's where you want to be. And flow happens at the higher vibrations. What we hear, what we feel from you is your vibrations low. You have a very, we would say, a resigned energy. It's almost like your energy feels like you have a weight on top of your head, pushing you down. And we want to say that you don't. You don't. You might think that you do because of the mind. So your job should be right now, your mission is that you are quieting your mind. You are distinguishing between your mind talking and your mind making you feel particular ways and your mind telling you things and what actually is. So that requires being in the moment. We love to talk about being in the moment because it's really the only way that you live. The only problem is you don't think that you live that way. Not you personally, you humans. Human beings think that they live in the future or they live in the past. Most of the time they're living in the past. or though they live in the future too. We'll give you a quick example. You get up in the morning and you know you have to do things because you got to get out the door and you got to get somewhere, whether it's an errand, whether it's to a work or whatever. You know you have to go somewhere. So you get up and immediately your mind is not paying any attention. You are not knowing where you are, what you're doing. You're moving your body, you're doing things, but you're not aware of them. Where's your mind? It's in the future. It's thinking about what you're going to wear, how you're going to drive to where you have to go, and then what's going to happen when you get there. You've already decided what's going to happen when you get to the place that you're going to many minutes before you even get there. So you're actually living in the future, and then when you get there, your mind is like way beyond that too in some other future moment. So that is going to keep you in a state of constant agitation, and it's also going to dilute your power, because your power can only be in the moment where you are, which is here and now. So this is your job right now. Your job is to notice whether you're in the here and now. You can't worry in the present moment because it just doesn't exist. You can't wonder about what you're going to do in the future because that doesn't exist in the present moment. When you start being in the present moment fully and appreciating the present moment, how your body feels when you're walking, how each muscle feels when it picks up the leg and moves, how the flow of your body, and then just, that's everything in the moment, how that clothes feel lying on your skin. These are moments, being in the moment. They may seem a little silly and exaggerated, but that's what you need to do to get into the practice of being in the present moment. As you be in the present moment and you become better and better at this ability, you will be guided. You will know what the next step is. You will begin to use your abilities. You will begin to use your natural innate powers, and you will start molding the clay from the present moment because there's nowhere else that you can mold it from.
All right. I appreciate it, and it's advice I've heard and thought about. I wake up in the morning and instantly close my eyes again, review my dreams, and meditate for 2 hours. But I will take your advice to heart, and I take
Awesome.
a lot of succor from it. Thank you very much.
Good. Thank you, Sarah.
But you are welcome. You are welcome.
Awesome.
All
Thank
right,
you.
let us take another question.
Yeah,
And
so
then we
Angela,
think that we're our
yeah, sorry.
guided
Mhm.
journey, because we want to take people on the beautiful guided journey.
Yeah, so Angela was asking, she's saying, I am constantly thrown into chaos based on betrayal by many around me for a long time now. Am I resisting this from all around? What am I missing?
We would say the simple answer is yes. And we would say you are looking at the chaos that you're thrown into as negative instead of positive. We hope that in our little examples and what we shared, that you may see now chaos as positive, that there's an opportunity in it. So instead of saying, oh, this is bad, this is terrible, and being angry about that you were thrown into chaos and angry about the betrayal, look and see what is the opportunity for you in this chaos. What is the opportunity? How can you bring things back together for you, not for the other person, but for you in a higher state of organization? How can you make you better, your life better? Because you have a major opportunity when you're in a state of chaos. You don't have to go back to the same old thing. As a matter of fact, you shouldn't, because that's called stagnation. So there's an opportunity for you, and we want you to look for it. Embrace it. Don't resist it. Embrace it. In fact, you don't have to say it to the other person, but say it inside you. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for showing me this betrayal again, so that I am now in this state of chaos and unbalance, and I can come back with me in my life in a higher organization, in a higher state. I can be better, stronger, more powerful, more creative. This is my moment to shine, and you just reminded me that it's here. So we hope that helped.
Awesome. Thank you. So yes,
Yeah.
Angela, a totally different perspective, right? So take a look at that and take action on that. All right. So I think you said you wanted to do the guided journey. Is that right?
Yes, but we do have to do the special offer, and Amy yelled at us. Well, she didn't yell at us. She told us that we cannot take forever to go through our special offer. We have to do it quickly. So we
So
are going to go
you want
through
to do
the
that
special
first?
offer.
You want to do that
So
first?
normally we take 25 minutes to go through our special offer.
Yeah.
Because we enjoy it. We enjoy the process of going through it, and we enjoy the energy of it. And but we understand that that's not a good thing. So we are going to talk about it. It's called.
All right.
Oh, you have to tell everyone where it is.
Yeah. So the special offer is available at alara.at/show/Amy12. So the collective is going to talk about the special offer.
Okay. All right. So did everyone get that where it is so they can go look at it?
Yeah, alara.at/show/Amy12. Yes.
Okay. All right, go look at it because it has beautiful honey lemon energy on it. And it's got more energy swirling around, and it's got some rainbow frequencies. And you aren't going to see the energy. You'll see the honey lemon yellow, but you will feel it. And we want you to come join us in this energetic immersion. All right, the special offer is called Access Your Superpowers and Change Your World in 2022. And we have a lot of yummy things in it. The first thing we have is called the Crystalline Grid, Living Love Connection, and this is a beautiful altered state guided meditation that takes you into you as a point of light in this massive energy grid. And this energy grid is surrounding the earth, and it's also throughout the earth. And when you experience yourself as a point of light, connected with every other point of light that is, in other words, every other aspect of consciousness on the earth, you see how the energy flows from you to someone else and something else and back to you, and how you are all energetically communicating. Like tree roots communicate under the earth. You are all energetically communicating, and it's so empowering. And feeling the energy of this guided meditation is so beautiful, and you will be blissed out, as they say. Now, the next one is a program, and it is called Access the Source Vibration During Times of Chaos and Great Change. Well, here we are. We are the source vibration. Now, wouldn't you like to access and have our joy, our certainty, our clear seeing during a time of great change and chaos like you are living through right now? Of course you would. Because we are completely confident, we don't get nervous, we don't get worried, we are joyful throughout the whole thing, and we joyfully play with the chaotic energy to see what we can create. And you would love that power. And this is such a powerful, wonderful state. And it even talks right here. It says, at this time, intense higher vibrational conscious energy is seeking to reorganize itself into a higher state of expression. As this unfolds, order must disorganize into chaos so that it may come back together in a new higher state of organization. We think that you should bookmark this special offer so you can remind yourself daily by reading that where you are and what you're going through, and that it's really an exciting time. And it goes on real quick to say, chaos is an apparent lack of order in a system that nevertheless obeys particular laws or rules. Chaos is not disorder, but a reorganization into higher states of order. It's a very wonderful thing. Chaos theory is a theory in physics that you teach on your earth. So you could actually look up chaos theory and see how that explains things. It might be a little complex because of some of the language that they use, but you will see that this is something that has been understood for a long time. But human beings like to resist discomfort. We think it's so funny. Okay, now, the next thing, we have two wonderful guided meditations deep into the heart of divine love force, which is your creative force. And we say that it's with us because we are the ones guiding you on these beautiful guided meditative journeys. Now, divine love force, that is the energy through which you create. When you are creating something, you are loving it into being. You are focusing your energy, your power. You are thinking of it. You are nurturing it. That is love. Love is you in action of creation. Love is what you are. And when you create, your energy just goes and flows, and it makes all this magic and all things. We think that human beings have messed up language. The second one is called Journey Deep into the Creative Source, Love Force that you are in this beautiful divine love meditation with us. Now, what we were saying is we think that human beings have messed up with language because you have ascribed, given meaning to words that are not really what they mean. And then you live within that meaning. And then you communicate with each other with these words that are being misused or misdirected. The energy of the words isn't what you are using them to mean. And it's very, very interesting. And we think that it holds you back from expressing your true creative ability and your living and loving of your experience in the physical. So we would encourage you to talk less. As we are talking, that is a funny thing to say, but we would encourage you to talk less and to be more. Be with things. Be with other people. Feel, intuit. Let things flow to you. Okay? Let go of the need to speak. A lot of times the talking is to cover up the insecurity of the unknown. So begin to notice how you use talking. You've heard of the term nervous talker? A lot of people are talking not necessarily because they're nervous, but because they're uncomfortable. And allow your knowledge to understand that the words are not being used in their truest form and meaning. So whoever thought them up was not all that enlightened. And now the next thing here, we don't want to get too distracted, we are going to do this fast, is a beautiful multidimensional journey into and through an interdimensional creative portal, and this is the most fun and powerful thing you have ever done, and we encourage you to jump into it. We want you to read this whole beautiful offer on your own when we are not reading it to you, because you will feel this energy coming, and it will speak to you, and you will get a sensation that feels so yummy in your heart and in your solar plexus. You would just love it. You love it, love it, love it. And you could use that right now. We sense that you could all use that. It's kind of like a break from all of the chaos going on around you. You come to this like sanctuary on the page, and you read the lovely descriptions, and you look at the little cute pictures, and you just feel being comforted. So we want you to do that. The next thing is our instant joy process, and you all could use some instant joy right now. Every single human being on the planet could use instant joy. Woof. Instant joy is a powerful, powerful thing. Remember, we said joy is the highest vibration that there is. So when you are feeling beautiful, pure, unfettered, profound joy, you are vibrating at the highest level. And we know that, human beings like to talk about vibrating at 500. Well, this is way above 500. Joy is the highest vibration. Source is always joyful. The vibration of source is joy. So the instant joy process is a very fast little meditation. It's a little guided journey. We like to do those because it takes your mind and leads it along easily. So this beautiful guided journey will take you right into the heart of joy, and you will be activating joy within your belly. You will be activating this joy within you to just like burst out and lift you up, and so much joy will be emanating from you that you will just walk by other people and they will smile. It really happens. And it's so easy with this, and it's a very simple little technique. And once you've listened to it, and used it daily, we do recommend you use it daily, then you will know exactly what the little technique is, and you will be able to do it anywhere on your own to bring and cultivate this joy together within you. And it's such a wonderful feeling to be in joy. Really powerful. There's nothing like it. Okay, now the next thing on here is some beautiful sequenced frequency living energy MP3s with light encoded divine crystalline activations for an amazing 2022. Now, these are all different topics, and there is a special new one for 2022, which we will tell you about quickly. It is a wealthy, healthy, abundant you in 2022, all in one, easy to use daily. That means that all of these energy frequencies, the sequence frequencies for with abundance, wealth, optimal health, and well-being are all in one easy to listen to MP3. You don't have to listen to 3 anymore. You listen to 1. And the light encoded divine crystalline activations are, for each one in here. And it feels good. Each one of these takes you into a beautiful deep state of relaxation. They're short. They're only about between 6 minutes, and I think the longest could be maybe 10 minutes or so. And they put you into this beautiful state of relaxation as you receive the energy, and then we wake you back up after that. So it's wonderful. And we made them. Amy doesn't do any work, really. It's all us. We do everything. She just calls us and says, okay, can you please do this? And we do. We show up. Oh, Amy does this part. The next thing on here is the MMRT. This is a super powerful 5D through 11D multidimensional money, Reiki, and transformation session. And the next one coming up is December 30th. It is the Solstice Light, Year-End Release and New Year Alignment MMRT. And this is such a special session because it's a solstice. And the solstice is a time of rebirth. It's a time when this light pours in. And you can take the light and fill your body with the light and reorganize your cells, reorganize your body into a higher state of health and well-being. And also reorganize your thoughts and the expression of your thoughts out into the world and how you are out into the world. Solstice offers so many opportunities. And this solstice light, MMRT, is also the year-end release. So you're releasing with love. In this MMRT, you will be releasing with love this current year. So even though all these things happened that you might not have liked and you still might not like, you are going to complete your experience energetically with the year, and you're going to let it go with love and appreciation because this year was important, or it would not have happened. And then the next thing that also happens in this session, this is all in one amazing session. It's all an energy session. And it says the next thing is a New Year alignment. And here you're going to be aligned with the new energy, the incoming energy of the new year, which is different from this year. Each year contains its own energy, and you will be aligned with that. So when it comes time for you to slide into the new year, you are going to be sliding in as if you are on a slippy slide. You're not going to have any bumps as you go into 2022. You're going to be masterful from the get-go. And this also contains solstice upgrades, light codes, and activations. And as you can tell, we are not all that certain of this because this is something that Amy does with some beautiful seventh dimensional light beings. So Amy is in charge of this session. It's a powerful session. It's a group session. And you are so lucky because this is part of your offer. And this is probably the most powerful session of the year. So you will love it, and we want you to go and read all about it on the beautiful page with the beautiful honey lemon energy and the rainbow frequencies. And it says, too, the value of these sessions are priceless. All right, the next thing, we're trying to go fast. We're not being so successful. Okay, here we are. This is our beautiful crystalline rainbow starlight frequencies. You are getting 30 days of these magnificent frequencies flowing in your life. They are flowing during this session right now because we just love to sprinkle them around everywhere. And we hope that you are noticing that you feel lighter and brighter and just more uplifted. And you will get 30 days of these frequencies flowing in your life for 24/7. They flow around the clock. They don't feel like you're being, having energy flowing. You just feel uplifted. Things feel smoother, lighter, brighter. You might notice things look actually brighter physically in your world. And these beautiful energy frequencies clear your space and your home of any negative energy and entities. They do that also. And they tune up your whole being and your energy centers. And they are magnificent. And your pets, all your animals, receive them when you do. They are included in your rainbow starlight frequencies. So these are wonderful, just wonderful. And we want you to come here and read about them and see the rainbow unicorn, which we selected. We love him. He's just so special and adorable. And we just love his energy. And the rainbow unicorn is here. And we just want you to feel the wonderful energy and just immerse yourself in this offer page and read it while you're here, too, because there are things for you to learn on this page. So we also do, of course, want you to get the offer. But even if you don't get the offer, we want you to be on this page and read the page because you are going to learn things. You are going to feel things. This is an experience. This page is an experience. It's not just a page. All right. Now, the next part is package offer package B. And the offer package B includes everything that we just talked about, every little bit of all those things, many things, everything. And it also includes a magnificent, powerful 30-minute personal energy surgery and frequency, well, she's now calling them frequency calibration and sequencing sessions with Amy. And there's a description of this. Amy and the light beings, again, actually surgically do an energy surgery on you. They bring your energy body into a special space, and in this space, they literally operate on your energy body, rejuvenating every organ, rejuvenating and repairing joints, any old injuries, rejuvenating your mind, clearing out negative energies and bad thoughts, which we would call a negative energy. And we don't like the word negative, but we won't go into that now. It's just magnificent sessions that they do, and very powerful. And they find things that you didn't know about, and they repair them and rejuvenate them, and you feel wonderful after the session. You feel like you found the fountain of youth. And it's just a wonderful experience, and it's just really beautiful and renewing. And the sessions this is your session, and it's wonderful, and it's part of your package, and you can read the description, and you would just love it, and you can feel the energy as you read the description. And Amy also does these sessions on animals. And it works wonderfully for the animals, too. And, of course, when the animals are being brought for their session by their owners, it's because there's something wrong with the animal that the owner is not happy with. And the sessions really help and uplift the animals, too. And the rainbow frequencies do also, magically. The rainbow frequencies will turn your grumpy pet into a happy pet and your old pet into a young acting pet. It's pretty amazing. But they do, pets and animals are so sensitive to energy that they get wonderful results. Okay, we are finished. We are complete with that. And we want you to go to the wonderful page. And we know that it sounded like it was at alara.at/Amy12, but we think we're not sure.
Yeah, it's alara.at/show/Amy12. Yeah.
Okay. The
Awesome.
word
Thank you
show.
so much.
Okay,
That's
you're
great.
welcome. Great. So now we're going to do our guided journey, which is really exciting because we want to take you into the state of chaos energetically. We're going to get really small and we're going to go energetically into chaos, and you're going to get to experience it. And you're going to get to experience chaos resolving into a higher state of organization. And we're going to do it in such a way where you're actually going to see the creation of the cosmos, the creation of what you perceive of as physical. So what an exciting journey that will be. We are just hesitating one moment because we're feeling something. And what we're feeling is there is a question that is pending that really needs an answer. Can you see a question, Alara?
Yeah, we still have people with their hands raised and we still have questions in the chat, for sure.
Okay. We think it is a person with a hand raised. We are feeling that. And we're feeling that the phone number could have a 6 in the beginning. It might be the first number, the second, or the third number. Is there something like that?
No, there's no phone numbers, just names of people.
Oh, you don't see that. You don't see. You don't on the phone with the hand raised. You don't. You only see a name.
Yeah, they're not on the phone.
Okay.
They're here like live on video, kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. We are not looking at that, so we don't see that. Okay. Let's see. It is a person with brown hair, brownish hair that is kind of medium length, shortish, but it has a little wave in it. Do you see someone that looks like that?
Well, there's 2 women and 1 man, and I know one woman has blonde hair, so it must be the other woman.
Okay, the other woman has more brownish hair?
I think so. I don't know.
All right, that woman.
All right, Janine, you want to unmute yourself.
Funny. That's so funny.
It is Denise?
Yeah,
yes,
Janine.
Hi.
Oh,
hi.
Okay.
Janine.
All right.
Yes. Janine, yes.
Okay, Deneen, what is your question?
My question is, I've got so many. My one is with the financial, where you see the financial for next year, and how come would the light not be supporting more ease on financial is for everybody? Because I'm exhausted from this round of the life, honestly.
Okay. We think this is why we wanted to have her question, because it's reminding us to talk a little bit about 2022, which we did not do that much. Okay. The ease of financial that you are looking for, that comes with the higher state of organization, and this is what you influence. So the way that you get or receive this to be or organize it to be in a way that is feeling good is not to resist the state that it is in now, but to look for the opportunity in the state that it is in now and go with the flow of that. So in other words, instead of not liking it and being in that energy of not liking it, which is a resisting energy, you look for the opportunity to, human beings like to say, turn it around. And you in this energy right now of discomfort and of chaos is opportunity. And this is what we want you to start looking for. And next year, will things come back together in more of a state of ease? Well, the state of ease comes with the state of organization. And we want to add, because any state of organization that will be happening next year is going to be a higher state of organization than you had been living in previously. So it is going to be unfamiliar in the beginning. So it's not going to feel like a state of ease. You're not going to be feeling a lot of ease around it. You're going to feel a lot of trying to get used to it. Or maybe that wasn't the right word. You're going to be feeling adjustment. Adjustment is a better word, where you are adjusting, like getting comfortable with this new or energy and this new energetic organization. So ease is something that comes from within you. Some people feel a lot of ease around getting used to new situations and new energy. Other people feel a tremendous amount of discomfort. So if you can feel ease and excitement around something new, then you are going to be very comfortable and love as everything comes back together in a higher state of organization. So that is really an individual thing. And as far as whether this is all going to resolve in 2022, what we are seeing, we're not going to tell you the future because the future is yours to create. And so we can only see what we would say extensions or expressions of where you are now, and you are constantly evolving. And so when we say you, we mean the collective you as far as humanity, not you individually. So what we're seeing is towards the end, the last quarter of 2022, things are going to be settling down and moving into a new state of organization. It may even happen sooner than that. It may happen, start to begin around your month of August. But there will start to be you will actually feel the energetic shift as the energy starts to come together. Now, this is with what we are seeing now. If there are unknown monkey wrenches thrown into the energy, and if there are a lot of people that are highly influential, that are very disruptive with the energy and decide to throw the blocks up into the air again, that may not happen in that particular time frame. So there's a lot of variables, but we do want you to know that what we see for 2022 is we are seeing a mixture of an increase in chaos and then a resolution, a beginning of the resolution of that chaos back into order. So, and remember, the state of order is going to be a higher vibrating energy, a higher state of order than there was before the chaos began. So the best way to flow with 2022 is to remain open. Remain open. And when we say open, we mean remain going with the flow. Imagine you're on your life raft. You're in a river of rapids, and you're flowing. If you start resisting and trying to make the energy go, the raft go where the river is not, you're going to be thrown into the rocks, and your raft might be deflated. And so you do not want that. You want to be able to be carried with the flow. So within that flow are your opportunities for creation and your opportunities for influencing. So it's like as you float on the river and you're in your life raft, you can influence where your raft goes with your little oars and your by shifting your weight and your energy. So you're just not trying to work against the energy movement that is predominant. So when we chose the wrong words there because that was not right. There is a flow that is happening, and it is always a flow to a higher expression of energy, a higher organized state. So we want you to remember this and to work with that flow. So we don't want you to, in other words, try to go back to something you had before. That will not work. And we understand that moving forward into the unknown may very well be uncomfortable, but you will be so happy once you get there. We promise.
Happy for any flow.
Yes. Yes. All right. So thank you for that wonderful question, Deneen. And it allowed us to think of the 2022. So that was perfect. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now we want everybody, we're going to take you on our journey. We want you to get your body comfortable. And that means make sure you have no tension in any part of your body in the way that you're sitting. If you want to lie down, that is fine. We just want you to have no tension. And we're going to take you into a nice, relaxed state where you will not even know what tension is. So we want you to imagine a beautiful white sphere of light above your head, above your crown. And this beautiful, glowing white sphere of light, it's a beautiful, divine, crystalline, white light energy. It's turning ever so slowly above your head. And as it turns, it radiates beams of light in all directions. So beautiful. And one of the beams of light is coming right into your crown. And allow it to flow into your crown. And breathe it down. Just breathe it down. Breathe that light into your body all the way down to your lower abdominal area, where you allow it to swirl ever so slowly in this magnificent vortex of light. And again, allow the light, the beautiful, sparkling and radiant, dazzling white light to flow into your crown, and breathe it down. And as it flows down, 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 it relaxes you and every part of your body. And it reaches the beautiful vortex of light, and allow it to spin so slowly in the vortex, magnificent and radiant. And as it spins gently and slowly in the vortex of light, light spills over and flows down so slowly into your legs, feeling every cell in your legs, every muscle cell and blood cell and bone cell. Everything in your legs is relaxing, relaxing. You can feel all the tension in every muscle just vanish. And breathe in the light again from the magnificent sphere over your head. And let it flow down, 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 down through your head, relaxing your mind and your eyes, relaxing all the tension in your face, and relaxing your neck and your shoulders and your back, and allow this light to flow down your back, relaxing every single muscle. Every muscle is relaxing. And allow it to reach the beautiful vortex of light in the lower abdominal area, where it joins the rest of the light, swirling ever so slowly. And allow the light to overflow once again and move up into your abdomen, feeling every organ with light. Every organ is glowing with beautiful, magnificent white light. And as every organ and every muscle in your trunk is filled with light, everything relaxes. It relaxes and feels so soothed. Your lungs are breathing slower. Your heart is breathing slower or beating slower. Everything is more relaxed. And once again, we're going to breathe in that magnificent light flowing from that sphere, and breathe it in. Allow it to fill your head, fill your neck and your shoulders. And this time it's going to flow down your arms, filling your arms ever so slowly with this magnificent white light, filling every cell with white light, radiant, sparkling and dazzling. And it reaches your fingertips, and it beams out of your fingertips as the light flows in and through your body. Everything is feeling so relaxed, and you are radiant. Beautiful. Now we want you to bring your awareness and your consciousness to a special place, into a room within your heart. So we want you to bring your awareness down into your heart area. And as you enter the area and the space of your heart, we want you to notice that you're in a room. It is a magnificent room, radiant, made out of light. It is so bright that you can hardly look at it. But it's okay, because you are light yourself, and you are looking with your light eyes. And as you look, you feel so much love present in this space. And you just want to just bring it all in. Just suck in all of this energy of love as it wraps around you. And you feel so warm and so safe and so secure. And you notice that there is a door in this room. And you are curious and you walk over to this door. You open the door. And you notice on the other side of the door is blackness. You see nothing. But you know, you can feel that there's something there. So you are curious, and you go out into this blackness, into this seeming field of nothingness. And you see nothing, but you feel something. You feel something so strong that you know it is there, and you know it is conscious and aware. And as you flow through this darkness, you can feel something is happening. Something is birthing. You don't know what because you see nothing. And all of a sudden you can feel that the energy around you in this space is moving faster. And you can feel like the molecules and the atoms and the energy are banging into each other. And you can't see what it is, but you can feel it. And you feel that the atoms within you are moving faster. And they're banging into each other. The energy is increasing. And you feel that the drama is increasing. And the chaos is increasing as the energy and the atoms bang into each other. And you feel safe, though. You don't feel that anything is dangerous or you're going to be harmed. You're just so curious. What is here? What is going to happen? Because you can feel that something big is about to happen, and you don't know what it is. And all of a sudden, as you're looking around, you see this flash of light, huge, big, humongous flash of light, so bright that you don't even know what it is. And it seems to fill up the whole space around you. Everything is just filled with this brilliant light. And as you watch and look and see the light growing brighter and brighter, and it's just surrounding you, you notice that the light now is beginning to calm down. It's beginning to calm down and settle. And as it settles, you are noticing that there are particles around you. Particles. Little particles of energy have come together. And you look at them with curiosity. What is this? What is this particle? Look at how many particles there are. And they are all floating here in the space that was seemingly empty before. Where did they come from? Then you remember that flash of light. You say, oh, they must have come from that. And you look at them, and you have a smile inside because you know that it's all good, and you know that the particles are made out of love, and you just admire them, and you beam love to them. And you are very curious to see what happens next. And as you watch, you notice that the particles are now moving faster. You think that's very curious because they're doing the same thing that the atoms were doing before and the energy frequencies were doing. They're moving faster and they're banging into one another. And as you get out of the way and watch and see what they're going to do as they bang into one another and move faster and faster and faster, you notice that they're now calming down. As they calm down, you're eager to see what is there. What is going to be there this time? And you notice that now they're bigger particles. The particles have banged so hard into one another and come together through some strange sort of attraction that they now have formed bigger particles, bigger things. And so you look at them with curiosity and amazement, and you think, this is fascinating. This is fantastic. I wonder what's going to happen next. And you kind of have a feeling that you might know what's going to happen next, but you want to see it anyway. And so you watch the particles for a while, now bigger particles, And you watch them and you watch them, and it's seeming to be a very long time and nothing is happening. And you're getting kind of anxious and eager for something to happen, and you're hoping this is not the end because you want to see more of this excitement. So suddenly you feel the energy start to pick up in the space that you are in, and you can feel it moving and faster, and the frequencies being higher and vibrating faster and higher. And you look, and sure enough, all these particles are now banging into one another, and they are rapidly moving back and forth and vibrating in the higher energy, and they're banging and smacking into each other with such power and energy. And you are just amazed that they're not breaking into 1,000 pieces the way that they're banging into one another. And this, you're watching and watching, and this is going on for a long time. You just can't believe that the particles are still not into 10 billion little pieces by now, and you are just watching and enjoying the show. And suddenly you feel the energy start to subside, and you feel things calming down. And there in front of you are some huge, huge particles. Huge. They're even bigger than you. You are amazed. You are totally amazed. You're in awe of this. All of this came out of nothing. Nothing. As you float around, admiring these giant particles, you wonder what's next. But you think that you maybe need to leave because these are huge particles. And if they start banging into one another, you might be crushed. But before you leave, you're going to have a good look around and see what's here. As you float around, you notice that each particle is different from the other. They're similar, but they're different. They each have their own attributes and their own scars from all the banging. And you notice that each particle seems to have its own consciousness. And some particles hold more energy than others. And you can see that the energy in these particles seems to almost come to life. And they begin to glow. And they begin to radiate light. And as you look at these giant particles that are radiating light, you smile because you know that this is the light. They contain the light that you first saw in that giant burst of light. And you wonder about the other particles that aren't containing so much light. And you float over and you look at them, massive things that they are. And they seem cold and they seem dark, but yet there's consciousness. You can feel that there's consciousness in them, and they are very much alive. And you suddenly understand that they are doing their own thing. They didn't want to glow and radiate light. They want to do something more. And so you appreciate them and for what they're going to do. And suddenly you have this knowing that they are going to evolve. They are going to evolve rapidly. And they are going to begin to have different chemicals and different molecules on them that come together on their surface. And these molecules and chemicals are going to allow other molecules and chemicals to come together on their surface. So they're going to be holding magical worlds that are going to be coming together, just like the world and the particles that you have just witnessed. You have this knowing within you, and you feel an amazing appreciation, an amazing wonder at all that is to become. And you feel so filled up with love and joy at all that is yet to be and all that has become, and you feel it and see it all. And you have nothing to compare this feeling to. It feels so amazing, and you feel so good, and you feel so vast and big. You feel that you hold all of this space with all of these big, giant particles within you, the glowing ones and not the glowing ones. They live within you, and they move within you, and you are the space of it all. You are so vast, and you are so powerful and big. You are the home for it all. And you have this smile that you feel building within you, building into the space of every cell within your being, and that magical room within the heart. You feel that room, you know that room has a huge smile in there. And you know that you want to go back. You want to go back into that special room within your heart. So you allow yourself to flow ever so gently along the energy currents to that glowing door where you can see the light from your very own heart radiating outward. And you flow through that doorway, very pleased with everything you have seen, back into the room and the space within your heart. And as you arrive, you see the giant smile within your heart, and it makes you smile so big, so big. The smile on your face is so big it hurts, but it hurts good. And you admire this room, and you admire the space within your heart, and you admire every single cell within your body. And as you peer out the door one more time, now you notice that you are seeing all of the cells within your body. They are sparkling and radiant. They are dancing. They are twinkling and dancing. And they are now where before you had seen particles, and then the giant particles, you now see your cells. And you know that the cells are the universe within you. They are that cosmos within you, where you have births and you have particles coming together within you, another whole cosmos and universe being birthed in every moment. And as you admire the dancing and sparkling cells, you beam them love and appreciation. And as that appreciation and love radiates from you, you feel all of this love and appreciation radiating from them back to you. And you take it all in. And you are filled up. You feel so good. And you come back into the space of your heart and you close the door. And now you know that you must return to that space behind your eyes. So you flow up, 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 back up to the space within your head, behind your eyes, where your glowing pineal sits sparkling and dazzling. And you settle in, ready to open the eyes, but not quite yet. We are going to bring you back to your normal, more awake state of consciousness, where you can admire your space from within your eyes and admire all of the different particles within your space coming together, forming new particles and new worlds. So we are going to count from 1 to 7. And when we reach 7, we will have you open your eyes. 1, 2, you're becoming more grounded in your body. 3, you can feel all of the organs in your body working. You can feel the blood flowing and your lungs breathing. You are aware of them once again. 4, 5, you feel very grounded in your body. You can feel your body lying upon the surface that it's on, or sitting against the surface that you sit upon. And you can feel that surface pressing up against your body. You can feel that line of pressure. 6, you are grounded now upon the earth. And you can feel the love from the earth's heart flowing upward into you. And you send love back from your heart down to the earth. You are grounded in your body upon the earth. And 7, fully back in your space, ready to open your eyes. Open your eyes now and blink and look around and see the magic all around you. Welcome back.
Wow, thank you. I'm back, slowly coming back.
That's
How is
good.
everybody doing? How's everybody else doing? That was quite
Yes,
the journey.
I hope everyone has enjoyed that, and we hope everyone is back. And you can write a little comment in the comment space that we can't see, but Alara can read.
Mm-hmm.
And you let us know how that was for you. And we would love to know if you learned something or have taken something valuable from this experience. Because it was a different type of experience.
Absolutely. So let us know in the chat box. How are you feeling? What did you experience? And what did you learn about chaos, about creation, about moving forward, about or anything else?
About consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
And
What did you
about
learn about consciousness?
direction
Yeah,
of
absolutely. So Linda says, delightful, more in blind light and higher balance.
okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I remember there was the light was very blinding, very bright, right?
Yes, yes,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
yes.
and higher balance, absolutely.
She is communicating with fewer words because she is just being in the experience, which is magnificent. Because if you start to get back too much into the words will pull you into their own energy, and you want to be with the experience. So we know what she was saying.
Good,
So that is
awesome.
good.
And Marisa, thank you, so wonderful. Feeling, loved, blessed.
Beautiful.
Good. And so what else? What did you learn about yourself during this experience? What did you learn about consciousness during this experience? What did you learn about creation and creating?
Yes, yes.
Right, during this experience.
Yes, because we do want to point out that all creation comes from chaos. It always comes from all those little atoms banging into each other. Always comes from chaos, because you cannot create, and this was creation from nothing. So you cannot create without bringing things together from nothing and also taking apart things. So there's a lot of chaos during the act of creation, no matter what it is that you're creating.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And also drink some water as well. Please do drink some water.
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
We are non-physical, so we don't have to drink water, but Amy's body does need to drink water. So that is a good reminder, because we do not think so much of drinking water because we are non-physical.
Yes, absolutely.
So we are making the body smile. There is a big smile on Amy's face right now as we are talking. It seems to be.
Good, 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 good. Yeah.
We hope that there
Sarah
are
says,
smiles on your faces also.
of course, yes. And Sarah says, a perfect reminder for me to stay present. Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
that is,
Stay present in every moment as much as possible.
yes, because that's where the magic happens.
That's where
Yes.
creation happens, right? That's where everything happens. It's in the present moment.
Yes, and creation is magic. Yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes. Everything happens in the present moment. And the more you are there, the more you get to be in your power to influence that moment, and the more you get to witness that moment and be amazed. It's just a magnificent moment. So be there.
Absolutely.
That's where you are meant to be.
And
And that's
Sarah
where you're
says,
happy.
and I look forward to the changes. I hold them as magic. Good. And Agnieszka says, I saw in the dark room a lot of lights, like windows in the buildings. It was a big city during the night. Then I saw myself talking to a lot of people, and they liked the subject I was talking about. Nice. Good.
That is wonderful. That is
Yeah,
wonderful.
that's beautiful. Yeah. So just do it, Agnieszka. Just do it. Don't
Yeah.
wait. Right? Just go for it. All right, and I
Yep.
just want to remind everyone again of the packages that are available at alara.at/show/Amy12, package A and package B. You definitely want to take advantage of the 30-minute personal session with Amy as well. It's going to be truly life-changing and transformational.
Yes, and definitely go to that page and immerse yourself in that lovely lemon honey energy. You will just love it. And the rainbow frequency is flowing. And say hi to the rainbow unicorn.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a beautiful page. So beautiful energies on that page. So definitely take a look at it. Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Good. So
All right,
is there
so we
anything
are
else that you, well, yeah, I was going to say, is
no,
there
we are
anything else you wanted to share, or should we bring Amy back?
Yes, we will bring Amy back. We feel complete. We
Awesome.
still have that smile on Amy's face. So it's funny because as we think about bringing Amy back, the smile goes away.
She's like, no.
We want to stay, but we know that we have to bring her back. We enjoy speaking to you all so much and visiting. We really,
thank you so
we don't
much.
get to have it very often, so we enjoy it. So we have to convince Amy to let us come through more often. Okay, so we will bring her back now.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, there.
Yay. Is this Amy?
Wow.
Is Amy back?
They did not want to leave. They did not. I still have the smile on my face. I heard them saying it was going away, but
Good.
it's still there. It's
Awesome.
still there.
Good.
All right. Yes.
Well,
okay.
that was great.
Good. I got to feel the energy journey a bit, which was nice, and that was good. So.
And they stayed, close to the time, so that they did great.
Good. I gave them a lecture.
Yeah, I didn't have to say too much. I just, I think at one point I just said, "Do we want to take some questions?" That kind of thing. But yeah, it was great.
Yeah, that's very, very good. All right, I'm glad. Well, I kept telling, I told them, before I brought them in, I said, this is a clock, and you look at the hands, because they don't know really what time is. I said, when the hands go over there, then, you have to move on.
No, it was perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's good. I did notice that they were looking at the clock.
Good.
I could tell they were looking at the clock.
Yeah.
Because they like to make the body walk around, when they speak. So they walk around, and they kept going over to where the clock was.
Oh, good. Awesome.
So, I don't know whether it meant anything to them when they were looking at it, but they were looking at it.
I think so, because we're doing good. So yeah, but I was just yeah, thank you. Whew, yeah, lots of high vibe energy for sure.
Yeah, I can feel it. Now. It's like washing over me. So yeah. Well, I'm so happy that, they were here and they were with everybody, and everybody received from them. And I mean, I'm still smiling. I can't believe it. The smile is like face. It's like
Nice. Yeah.
I think they put it there permanently. I mean, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
sleeping
that's
with-
good. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, I guess so. It would be interesting sleeping with the thing on my. I might never be able to unsmile.
Oh my goodness. Don't say
I'm
that.
serious. It's really here. I mean, it's like my mouth is just stretched out. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It'll
yeah,
fade, I'm sure. It'll go back to normal, I'm sure.
probably. All I need is some cranky person to come up to me and say something.
Oh my
And
goodness. Yeah.
that'll take it away.
Oh goodness. Well, I just wanted to thank you for, thank you for the show. It was really interesting. Everything about chaos and creation and everything, and the journey was fantastic. So thank you. And the questions that got asked, the answers were exactly what we needed to hear. So the questions were not just for the people who asked the questions; the answers were for everybody. So it was
Right,
brilliant.
right.
Yeah.
Also, when the collective answers the questions, they're clearing unsupportive energy from everybody, not just the person asking, but from everybody.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
the energy that they're clearing is around that particular issue that they're clearing. And it's, anything unsupportive is just, dissolved away. So, and they're also then infusing you with very, very high frequencies. So not only can you receive the answer, but you can, it will be infused into you so that it becomes a part of you.
So be
they're
sure
doing a
to
lot of
watch
work.
or listen again to this episode.
Well, can you say that again, please?
As I was saying, for everyone to be sure to watch or listen to this episode again.
Yeah. And then
Mhm.
they can receive more, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, we will, yeah, I mean, we should probably end because I know that, I'm looking at the clock now and I'm saying, oh no.
Yeah, and I just want to remind everyone again, the 2 packages with Amy are available at alara.at/show/Amy12. So definitely take a look at those and grab the offers now, right? So yes, awesome. Thank you.
Yes, and then you could be in the wonderful, incredibly powerful December MMRT. It's the solstice light and year end where we release the energy of the year with love, and the New Year alignment where you get aligned with the incoming energy. So that's important to enter the year, aligned with this energy. And also it looks like next week, next Friday is going to be the booster. The solstice booster. So that is a big booster, and that why it's called a booster is it boosts the energy of the upcoming MMRT. So the MMRT is a 90-minute plus session, and the booster is about a 40-minute to 45-minute plus session. And they're both multidimensional energy sessions that are extremely powerful. I mean, really powerful. So
Awesome.
when you get the offer now, you will be in those sessions. They're part of the offer.
Okay,
So do that.
cool. So do that. Yes, absolutely. And again, thank you everybody for your questions. Thank you for being here with us. And thank you again, Amy, for being on the show and bringing the collective here to share with us this profound wisdom, energies, and the wonderful journey. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're so welcome. All right. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
Until next time.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. It's like January is just around the corner. So yes, definitely 2022 is just coming up so fast, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, everyone. So
just
thank you. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
Was the beginning of 2021. So
I know. Where did it go? Where did this year go? No idea.
I have no idea. I think
All right,
the
everyone.
collective.
So thank you. Yeah, it was. I mean, I'm glad it's gone. As everybody knows, I'm glad. Let's move into 2022 with more ease and grace.
Yes.
I'm ready. Yeah. All right. So thank you, everyone. Until next time, may you continue to be blessed with an abundance of joy, peace, love, happiness, prosperity, and radiant health. Sending you all much love and blessings always. Bye for now.